it's Naya, and I'm back with another video. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're living in abundance. Everything is good. Today, as you guys can see by the title, I'm going to be talking about something that's so important in your self-improvement, self-love, etc. journey, just overall. Even if you don't classify it as that, it's so important, and that's giving yourself grace. I love these talking videos because one thing about me, I'm going to talk, especially on a topic that I'm very, very, very passionate about and I enjoy talking about. So that's why. And I feel like I said in my previous video, a lot of things and like everything that I talk to y'all about is really something that I'm realizing along the way and along my pathway of life. And so I love to share it with you guys because a lot of the times like people are aligned. The same things that I'm learning and like really or relearning and really recognizing is the same things that you guys might be relearning and recognizing as well. So I thought I would just share my point of view, share my take, what I've learned, etc. Grab yourself something to drink, a little snack, and let's get this video started. So when it comes to giving yourself grace, I forgot how I came about this like topic, because a lot of I come about these topics from certain situations, but I forgot about how I came about this topic or like what the inspiration was. But obviously sometime recently I was thinking about I think I was a little too hard on myself for something. And I had to realize, okay, imagine if somebody else was in this situation, how would I be talking to them? And I know that it would be more positive. I know that it would be nicer. And I know that it would contain more grace. Like I would probably tell them something along the lines of like, it's okay, you're still learning. However, it clicked with me when I realized I'm hard on myself and I'm not telling myself that. And I'm sure a lot of people don't either. Coming into college and just stepping into any new situation, overall, you're going to be somewhat overwhelmed, especially when you don't know what to expect. And a lot of times, like my emotions and my mental health has been up and down and very much fluctuating. And I've been really down on myself about it, whether it's like the grades that I'm getting because of it, whether it's the way I handle situations, whether it's the way that I just talk to myself even. I know that in a lot of cases like I should be doing better, but I really beat myself down for it. If this situation was happening to somebody else, would I be saying that same thing to the same person? And 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. However, another idea was kind of like conflicting in my head. A lot of times, like I never wanted to be that person that was like biased to themselves or biased like for themselves and just thought like everything they did was right, including the things that were so wrong. That's where holding yourself accountable comes in. There's a difference between beating yourself down and holding yourself accountable. For example, if you said, I need to go to the gym 4 times a week, if you miss one day, you can't beat yourself up for that. You have to think in your head, hey, I'm just learning along the way. And even though I only went 3 times this week or 2 times or 1 time, or even if I didn't go this week, I will go next week and I will hold myself accountable to what I said. Because at the end of the day, respecting yourself and respecting your own word is one of the biggest signs that you love yourself. It took me a while to really understand this concept because like I said, I was beating myself down. This is honestly coming from somebody who is low-key a perfectionist. Like, growing up, I've always been, or not always, but I was the captain for my cheer team, a captain for my soccer team. I got good grades. I've gotten many awards. I played an instrument and I've always been like, you know, decent at it. So a lot of these things, I'm getting a lot of these accomplishments growing up. And so when I've hit certain situations recently, I've been feeling like, dang, like, this is really not me. What's usually me is the person that clicks with whatever they're doing and gets it right the first time. But you have to give yourself grace. So if you're like me in that sense, you have to give yourself grace. You can't sit here and expect for you to really just be good at every single little thing, or have every new thing that you try click for you, because sometimes it doesn't, and that's part of the journey. Honestly, it's okay to make mistakes. And this is from the outside to y'all. So like, from the outside looking in, it's okay to make mistakes. I don't know what mistakes y'all are making, but it's okay. You're learning. And if you don't make mistakes, or if you don't make the mistakes that are supposed to happen to you, because everything happens for a reason, then you're not living the life that you need to live. This kind of goes with the mindset that everything is working out for me. This is what I was talking about in my past video. So when you have that mindset, you kind of realize, okay, these mistakes are mistakes, yes, but they're good mistakes, because they're meant to happen so that I can have the life that I desire, so that I can learn the lessons I need to learn, so that I can eventually be my highest self. I think also not giving yourself grace really sets you back, because when you have all these self-deprecating ideas in your head and you're telling yourself, I'm not good enough, oh, I messed up on this, I'm never gonna be good at it, it's setting you back from the person that you really could be if you would have just given yourself grace, if you would have just been easy on yourself, if you would have just been softer and kinder to yourself. Maybe you would have grown in the way that you're supposed to grow. Like I was talking about in the last video, I see mistakes and rejection in the same boat, and like I said, rejection is redirection. Mistakes are redirection. Life goes on, you know, you're going to be okay as long as you give yourself grace. The overarching message here is talk to yourself like how you talk to your friends, okay? Now, to a certain extent, because I know every friendship dynamic is different. Let's say your friend is telling you about a situation that happened, and she's telling you she feels guilty about something that she did to somebody else. You're gonna sit there and tell your friend, like, hey, it's okay, you make mistakes. You're not gonna sit there and make them feel bad about it. Maybe you are, but a lot of the times you're not. I know I personally wouldn't. And like I said, this didn't really click for me until I was actually in the situation where my friend was telling me something about them, and although they realized that, okay, hey, what they're doing is not right for them, I was telling them, like, give yourself grace. It's okay, because this is what you needed to do in order to get to your higher self. Now you are a step closer to your highest self because you made these mistakes. And like I said, even though I didn't agree with what they did, and even though they knew that what they did, like, they didn't agree with that in their moral compass, I was sitting there giving them grace. That same grace that I'm giving, I need to give that to myself as well. And I think that's when it really, really, really clicked. Coming into college, I had all these expectations. Like, expectations are really something else. They're not even, no. You think that they're good, but they're really not. I had all these expectations for how I was going to reinvent myself, how I was going to come into college with this mindset. And when I got here, it wasn't until it hit me like, no, like none of that is realistic because I'm not actually in the situation. Therefore, I've had all these negative thoughts towards myself, like, oh, I'm not reaching this goal like how I said I wanted to. Oh, I'm not doing this at the time period that I said I wanted to or that I expected to. I had all these little like invisible benchmarks and goals that I set for myself. I wouldn't even say goals because I feel like setting goals is healthy, but these expectations, like these invisible benchmarks that I had for myself, was really just unrealistic because I wasn't even in college yet. I wasn't in the situation yet, and it just caused me to be more negative and be harder on myself. You have to realize everybody in life is winging it. Every single body. Even your parents. Like, when your parents first had you, do you think that they knew how to necessarily raise a child 100%? Maybe some of them did, but most of them did not. You were really set into the wild, if you think about it. You didn't ask to be in this world. You had no say whether or not you were going to be in this world. However, you were created and you were put into this world unwarranted. Why aren't you giving yourself that grace? Why aren't you giving yourself that talk that's like, hey, it's okay. You know, this is my first time going through this situation, and although I thought I made the right decision, then I realized it wasn't the right situation. I realized it wasn't the right decision now, and it's okay. I make mistakes. Everything will be okay. And just reaffirming yourself and telling yourself that, I feel like is so, so important. It wasn't until I got here and realized I really have to have me for the rest of my life. Because although my parents are very supportive, they're so supportive, my family so supportive. However, when it comes down to it, it's me. It's me that's doing everything. It's me that's doing the schoolwork, that's managing my time, that's doing the self-care. It's me that's in the works and in the process, and they're just there to be kind of in some movies or TV shows, they would put the crazy patients, they would handcuff them, put the crazy patients in a room with all these cushions. They're the little, my family's the little cushion. So whenever I fall, it's not gonna hurt as bad. But it's really me that has me. So if I'm sitting here breaking myself down, who is gonna be there to bring me up? Nobody. And that's not to say friends are useless or anything, but it's really me. It's really me that has to come through for myself, emotionally, mentally, physically. You're the only one that knows what's going on up here. You're the only one that can possibly come to a conclusion or a solution. Other people can help you, yes, but you're the one who has to have yourself. And I'm just thinking when I'm fully out of this and have my own place with my own job, I really have to have myself even more. So it's really just important that you build these habits of giving yourself grace and letting yourself know that it's okay. Because in the future, you're going to break yourself down to the point where you can't even build yourself up by yourself if you try. And me personally, I love independence. I don't really like codependency. So that's also another reason why I'm so passionate about self-love and self-improvement, because at the end of the day, I came in this world by myself and I'm leaving this world by myself. So I want to do as much as I can by myself. I want to be able to be my sense of happiness. I don't want anything outside like money or material things to be my source of happiness, you know? So yeah, that pretty much sums up who I am as a person. I know that was kind of long and I definitely was yapping, but one thing about me, like I said, I'm going to talk. So that is the end of the video. Don't forget to like, to comment, to share, and to subscribe as well. Let me know any topics y'all want me to talk about or to touch on. If I like the topic and I'm passionate about it, best believe I will. And I definitely seen in my video about like doing you and staying to yourself, I've seen a lot of people like in the comments giving their, I don't want to say like testimonies, but like saying how my video helped and saying how they might be going through something similar. And I just want to say, like, I appreciate you guys so much. Even the ones that don't comment, even the ones that I can't see behind the screen, I do appreciate you so much, just even for watching, just even for listening. Because I feel like if even one person just watched or listened, like, I did my part. I played my role. So I just want to say I'm so appreciative, and we're getting even closer to my goal. Like, if you don't know, my goal is to get 500 subs by the end of this year. And right now I believe we're at like 240 last time I checked. So almost halfway there. And like I said, either way, like, I set that goal to have a goal. But at the end of the day, I love doing this. And like, I enjoy talking to y'all, even though it's a camera right now. I love talking about something that I'm passionate about. So I will continue to do this. Yeah, like I said, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I thank you guys so much for watching this video. And I'll see you guys in the next. Bye.